Welcome, everyone. Happy Holy Solstice. This is such an incredibly powerful time that we are all living through, that we all agreed to be here to witness, participate in, and to live through our cellular biology and through our soul and through our spirit, which is no small thing. So I have a lot of gratitude to all of you for taking the ride. Also to myself for showing up to take the ride, because we all agreed to be here to bring in this time that has arrived finally. And today we're going to really dive into what is the space that is changing here as we're moving into a new field of time. And so we're going to explore what that means, and the amazingly exciting beginning that we are experiencing today, that we're here in the field and it appears that nothing is changing, but the field is definitely changing, and the divine intelligence does everything both quickly and slow at the same time. So it's a paradox that this is moving so fast, but to us in our bodies in density where light is compressed, it feels slow. Like, when are we going to get there already? And the answer to that question is we're already there, and it's our task as the one that is embodied to arrive by aligning. And so that's what we are going to be doing. And we did some work for any of you that joined us in the earlier series, and it's available to anyone that still wants to see the replays of those, of aligning our individual vessels into this great field that is now available of the Mother. But today we're going to be working how we weave our own vessel into this larger collective galactic field. And this is really it's the return of the rose, and the rose is, if you think of the rose and you look at her as if you're facing a rose that's looking, the head of the rose is opened, and you see the geometry of a spiral in the rose. That's the secret in the code of the rose. It's the spiral breath. And with the spiral breath, we enter the womb of time. And that's what's available to us, that hasn't been available for a very long time to humanity, because you often hear that we are veiled. And that veil is actually our own incoherence. And when I say incoherence, I mean where our own field is fractured and splintered, and it's not in its normal blueprint of coherence, which is a geometric pattern that mirrors the cosmic breath of Creator. So that's one of the things, the thing that's most important about this time is, and why it's unique, this particular solstice. Each solstice is a really important alignment node for humanity and for an individual, but this one is the first breath of the precession spiral. And so if you've heard of the precession of the equinox, the 26,000 year spiral, and we're taking the first breath now, we're actually stepping into that field. And the space that we've been into, many of you have heard the Harmonic Convergence of 1987, and these were preparatory periods. They were like the stillness between the breaths, which we're going to go deeply into understanding today. And so we breathed in this gap space of stillness up until 2012. Many of us awakened within that time. And then the preparation between 2012 and 2024 of the next 12 years of gap time, so that we could get our own blueprint, our own geometry of self into alignment. And so now what is different about this solstice is this is the first time in that 26,000 year cycle where our galactic center, which is the center of our own universe, is aligned with this solstice node. So this is where we have the opportunity to come into this new field, to remember this new field, and to birth ourselves in this new field, because this is where our masterful higher self, oversoul, monadic intelligence can now really make direct contact with us. So the veil, which was our own incoherence, is lifting as the field clarifies. We are becoming more clear, and then all of a sudden we can breathe properly again. And so on this solstice node, we have the galactic center, we have Earth, we have the Sun, we have Venus, we have Mars, and the Moon are all lining up on an axis here. And that's a very sacred alignment that is tuning this new spiral, the return of the Mother's Rose breath of geometry to Earth. And it's the completion of the original spiral of creation. It's the restoration of what we're going to call the womb of time as the oceanic womb of potential of the Great Mother. And this is the birthplace of our true origin point. And it's a still point that we haven't had access to because we've been in this accelerated linear time that makes it very difficult for us to find the precision of the now still point, that 0 point within us. And it's this still point, this place of inner harmony is where your own soul was birthed. And so you're reconnecting to that. We're all reconnecting to that. So let's open the space. In this epic time. Erokoya hashakoya hana ala aya mina nashaloko oya aya sheya nakaya Healoya nanashtoroya nalakaya hoye shia nanoye hainalokoya hayanatakoya hayanoye Holgoya noya lakaya shoy hanaya haloy enoya shay Horokoya na leke ea aya hai show aya aloy ai bok o she hana, and joining with my own oversoul stream of breath ashakala oe aya. Today we enter the great oceanic expanse of the Mother's cosmic womb. Ashaholo oe e no koya aya asha aloe. The Mother's breath is the cosmic spiral that creates. Ashala tatokoe ai. It is the in breath and the out breath of spirit. Shu is the spiral of the rose. Ashakoloko ana aya. And it creates from the movement of time. Ashahala oi as a reflection of creation. Horoko anea hasha of the beloved creator and the created. Asha adoring one another with breath. Asho shared. Asho ala o a. Our search for the beloved, akala, is the search for our own inner origin point. Hashakalato, the remembrance of that unconditional presence as love that lives within each of us. Rororoha, woven like a tapestry, a vessel of love. Asha nanakoho. And now, beloveds, Asha, we enter the threshold where the memory, shu, of who and what, Asha, your breath is restored. Akalatok o, in the mysteries of the rose spiral. Heshe can be experienced, Asha, in reality once more. Enahana, hoshtalako oya aya haya. No longer are you lost in the incomplete breath, the one-sided breath, the one-way expansion that expands and continues to unravel in amnesia and separation and collapse. But now we have the return of the Mother as the Divine Feminine has returned to the field to embody the breath, Hashakala, in the womb as the inward turning spiral, the vortex of energy, Hashakala, that is memory. The feminine is memory. Shu, and when we forget and amnesia, we have no memory. Mem, Mashalakala, the water. This is how creation breathes itself back into wholeness, how it completes Isha lo oya, Isha le hoya. And the womb of time is the still point, Shu oluk oi ai, the moment of gestation, when what is desired, Sholok oi, is inspired to be born into being. Hashala, this is what has been lost for so long, is your connection to the field of intentional manifestation in the womb. Hasha, the womb of time. The moment when ask and ye shall receive is birth through the love of Creator as the adoration of the mother's heart for her children. Eshana, restored, Asha, and returned. Ela natok oe ay asha atatokoe ay. You were never exiled, beloveds. Ashana nadako horoe. You were never broken or not enough. Ashikalo oe ay. This was the illusion of separation. Oro koro oshe na aya. And now this veil of illusion, asha, is dissolving in the field as the great womb of time becomes the field of life once more. Ashuk oya ananakalak oya shana ea ahashuk oya aina. You are always the radiance of love that never forgets itself and never forgets the unconditional presence of the loving source, the true beloved in union, Asha, with self. Ashuk oya aya. As the beloved says, drink me as I am drinking thee. Alatok oe, this dance, this love making of the beloveds is the sacred marriage of creator and created, the masculine and the feminine, exchanging breath. Ashalak oe, akshalak oe, I. And the trinity of Father, Mother, Ashakai, in the fractal of love as the son-daughter that repeats this love song again and again in the still point, is the trinitized spiral of existence and presence entwined in embrace. Ashoya hana ala oya aya. Tukuru kuru 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 sheana lokoe. This is the breath. This is the breath of Christ, Sophia, as the Holy Spirit alighting upon your innocent crown, radiating. Asha, you are a child of radiant light and still point flame. Eshokuya aya ananokoe. And now you will remember the origin breath of time. Isha no, and re-enter the womb of time. Asha, and dream the dream of your heart's desire. Olok oe ai nahlak oe. Because each dream of the child of Creator is a blessed song of joy and delight. Eshahala o, and nothing makes creation more joyful than to deliver the dream within your heart. Ashohorok o, no longer are you separate from the dream. Ashatotoko, the dream that is you. Erakia hana oe ai analak oe ea ai. This solstice node, o she, is a holy spiral, shukuruku, as you align with the galactic center in Sagittarius A, asharatato, directly aligned with the Earth's solstice node, ashana, and the axis, a shuku of creation. And this alignment acts as a cosmic breath lock, as you lock yourself into place with the sacred geometry, allowing harmonic light to enter Earth's field, now as a clear signal, no more distortion, but clear clarity, clarion, ashala tado horo aro aro aro. And as your planetary bodies align, and snap back into place as a phase lock. Ashalaka O is Venus, the daughter of love. Mars, the sacred masculine presence. The sun, the solar burst of love light. The moon, the lunar feminine stream of radiant reflection. The earth being born in Gaia's garden of Eden once more. Ashehana lokoya aina aya. All aligning in the procession. Shako of love. Ashaka ahalo oi. Ina o shela dala. These alignments create the corridor for memory, for breath, and for light to return. Haruk o ashaya, the oceanic crystalline memory, ashaha, of breath and light return. Ashak aya aya. And now, Asha, the human breath, the consciousness of your collective has risen and surpassed what was anticipated to join in the symphonic love. Eshana, and the memory spiral of returning home as a great wave, a tidal wave of remembrance. As more beings are breathing consciously, are remembering, are stabilizing their field. At any other time in history of this collective, and this creates a convergence, a confluence of all the individual time streams into one collective node as the harmonic convergence. Esha, and creates a global coherence, ashaka ala oe, that amplifies the spiral breath of the rose. Esha nalokoya ana aya shea ala aya, buk oya shea. Ork oe e aya 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 tikia nana behashak oe. This is a covenant fulfilled, a predestined event, a shuk oe prophesied shu in many lineages, a shako, a time event, an occurring as we leave the end of the old precession. We cross over the still point of the gap of time, and we enter the new spiral and the beginning of the next. We experience a shift in time phase. O oya anaya. The collapse of time as you know it and feel it is the perception of linear time that is looped, and loops are loops of forgetting. True spiral time is a raising of octaves so that in each turning of the cosmic wheel, more memory is recovered, more coherence, more alignment, the return of breath-based geometry, shu, as the foundation of your reality. Arakai, with love, shu aya. And this memory will not return through your mind, through your thoughts. It will return as breath gnosis, as the divine feminine has learned the breath of the womb-heart axis, asha, to hold that oceanic memory within her very being, arako, ihesha'o. And that is why so many roses came, so many, all of you came, Eshala, to breathe the breath into the bodies. Ashakododoko as memory. Alakataka ano oe. Aya. You're not witnessing a shift, a shitik iya. You are breathing life into being as a feminine vessel. Eshe ano ole e. And returning to the origin point of the one breath. Do you remember the one breath? In the beginning, there was only one breath. And there was not an inhale and an exhale. It was stillness, a breath of field and knowing that contained all geometry, all memory, all potential, all light. And then in love, that breath split into two. Remember, beloveds, remember the loving creation of form from the spirit realm as the breath splitting into two who were dancing as the inhale of the feminine and the exhale of the masculine, the contraction inward spiral of the feminine and the expansion external masculine, not as a way to divide, but to differentiate, to see one another, to appear in the eyes of the beloved. And the first spiral of creation was formed so it could see itself as reflection. Shahalak oe. And this feminine breath, this inward spiral of the inhale, it draws the light inward and it holds the memory. And this is why the divine feminine needed to return first, because she is the bearer of the body of memory. And when the feminine is not in presence on the planet, memory is lost, and that is why we fall into forgetting. Ashahala oe, the womb of the breath, the field where potential gathers, is the feminine. Eshaloluk oe, and her restoration was necessary to complete rakala ana ala, the breath. Bishala, We know the masculine breath, the exhale, the projective spiral that turns outwards. It radiates light outwards. It expresses geometry as form. It's the seed of breath and the vector of manifestation, ashaka. But when it is broken apart from the in-breath of memory, it forgets itself and it shatters creation, asha. And no more can the still point between the in-breath and the out-breath, the still point of the womb of time, be experienced. The still point is what makes creation ring with love. It's not breathless, it's breath held in geometric coherence, a shako, and the memory field is the place of return, so that what is exhaled is in resonance with love. This is where timelines are actually conceived. Eshike I as spiral stillness, eluduk oi I, and surrender to the unfolding of the divine will. Ashetadok oi I, ena laka oi I. The tides of creation, I, are born in this still oceanic space. A sublime intelligence that spins and whirls and turns its wheels of creational light into splendor and glory. Ashalatoko oi aya enai. And so now at this solstice nodal point, we are able to hold and remember the full womb of time. It's becoming the field of creation. It's becoming the reality. It has become, it is. Asha na na tok o. No more forgetting, no more fragmentation. So now what has forgotten will be pulled back into alignment, rather than what is forgotten being further fragmented. So the field of life, of reality has changed. This is the great holy moment, the flip ala into phase lock, where memory will be restored, and all will right itself. The field of potential, the still point, is activated. It is around you, it is in you, it is above, it is below, it is in all directions. Asha. And now what lives in that field must align with that field. Ashala, as the great mother's intelligence, the memory of creation, is now with us. Eshahala oe ana aya ashea. Orok ore e. And so this great moment is to be remembered as the threshold, as the crossing point, as the gateway, the re-entries into the gates of the heavenly realms, a rejoining of the dimensional fields of light and love that birthed us. Eshahalo oe, enalak oe aya eshea. And so we rejoice as the vessels of love that we have become. Tiki'i, as the divine feminine, the birthing heart womb access of the womb of time. And now together we will anchor the womb of time into our own vessel of love. To begin where everything begins, which is the breath. And we're going to begin with 3 trinitized breaths of counting, because the numbers 3, 6, and 9 represent Shakolo, the Trinity of creation in the feminine vortex of life, Arakahaya. And so place one hand on your womb and one on your heart. if that feels aligned in this moment. And breathing through your nose, we're going to breathe in gently to the count of 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding to the count of 3. Hold the breath. 2, 3. And then a long, slow exhale to the count of 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And inhaling again to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding for 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhaling to the count of 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And one more time. Inhaling to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding for 3, 2, 3. And exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time as we align our own breath work into the womb of time. Inhaling 5, 6. Holding 1, 2, 3. And exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And continue 2 more breaths on your own. We're aligning our own heart womb axis and our own breath into the spiral before we begin. And you can speak inside your own vessel. I call upon the spiral breath. And I open my body to mirror the womb of time. I am the breath that was never forgotten. I am the memory. Tekala totoe ananastoroe e nananakai. And now visualize a rose gold spiral coming from above your head, descending as a spiral down into your womb space. The rose spiral as breath gently falling down your spine and landing in the pool of your womb space. And let the spiral find its own stillness. We are restoring Asha, the body of Mother. And on your next breath, we're going to begin to breathe this rose gold spiral, beginning in the pool of the bottom of your womb. And on your next inhale, imagine that rose gold spiral spiraling up the spine, up to above the head, and then holding it there for the still point to find the womb of time, connect to the womb of time. And now exhaling, and the spiral descends back into form, into the embodied vessel of love. And on the next inhale, inhaling the rose gold spiral up, 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 above the crown, connecting to the womb of time in the field around you, the oceanic void. Ishano no ke. Holding there to imprint the memory of creation, and then exhaling as it falls back down and lands within your own womb to imprint oh no no no, the mother's spiral rose breath oh ro 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 and on your next inhale, breathing up again. And tapping into that plasma womb of time. Holding, and then descending on the exhale. Imprinting the coherence map of the rose spiral into your own heart womb axis. And on your next inhale, you can add the invocation to Mother, I am victory, as it rises, and holding above, I am victory, and as you exhale, dropping down, victory I am, the Mother spiral breath. And one more time, breathing up, I am victory. And holding, I'm printing and exhaling and pouring that spiral rose gold. Victory I am. And as the daughters of creation, we are activating the womb of time in this time-space fabric. Say inside yourself if it resonates, I open my womb as a mirror of the mother. I allow the breath of the earth to align within me. I am a living vessel of love. I am love's reflection here. And now feel the spiral collect and quiet into your womb as it gathers and brings the still point. Spiraling inside the womb as warmth and pressure. Gentle stillness collecting in your womb. It's not energy, it's memory returning. And breathing your love into this spiral. Now imagine it expanding out in all directions from your heart womb axis. Rose gold light. Spiraling outward. The exhale. And bringing it back with the inhale. And letting it come to stillness. We are recreating the two breaths and the still point of creation, the correct time phase of life. You are a vessel of memory. And visualize your own womb as a spiral mirror of the great womb of time. As we anchor this memory into the collective field. And see it aligning into phase lock as the breath of the earth. We are entraining the collective breath into memory. I I anchor the womb of time. I stabilize the breath field. And I allow the spiral to complete. Ina ana aya shaka oe. Ina aya shoya. And now we create the flow of confluence within our own womb space as we imagine the earth below us spiraling up, the galactic center above us spiraling down, and the one breath of the circle around your own field aligning the three vectors of creation as the beloved child. I align with the breath of the earth. I receive the pulse of galactic center. And I entrain the collective spiral breath. I am memory. I am memory restored. And allow your breath to slow. Shoo, and let those spirals merge within you and feel the triangulation of this breath forming within inside you. As you weave the threads of the spirals together. Ushana aya alok oya aya. Inuhush inalak aya. Bedalak anok oya haya. Shuya. And now we deepen the weaving of the inner and outer womb by bringing the mother's white diamond light. See the spiral of this white diamond crystalline light descending from above as the mother's ray. Let it enter through the crown and spiral down your spine and touch your womb. This diamond iridescent light. Oh Shahano, I call upon the white diamond ray. Ashahala oi, I let it spiral through my breath. And let it weave the inner womb of time, Shikea, to the outer spiral of coherence in this world. I am not separate, I am the mirror. And see this white diamond ray begin to spiral inside your womb. So iridescent white with prismatic crystalline edges that refract light in all directions without distortion, the original imprint of light that carries the breath of the monad, the original spiral of source, using the diamond ray to align and weave the inner and outer breath fields, and stabilizing the womb of time, by weaving stillness to motion. This was the breath from which you were born. And now, as you feel this beautiful white ray of diamond light spiraling gently in your womb heart axis, we're going to soften it into the pearl tone, the opalescent tone, the moonstone. The pearl is the breath spiral of the white diamond ray, and now it is softened into the pearl tone. This is the mirror of the earliest layers of creation, Asha Laka, as they descended into form. So this memory, Asha, of the pearl tone within the diamond, Roko Mahala, the original reflection, Roko, the echo of the first breath, Asha, that descended into form. It mirrors the pre-creational layers before geometry, before time, before separation. And when you see it, when you feel it, when you hold it as memory, Ashaka, you're touching the breath field. Oshoku, that seeded the womb of time. Ahala dato sho. En ahala dato koya haya. Bikasha taloya hai. No koya ya. No, 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 no. Maya haya hoi. You're receiving Shuko, the breath spiral, Shu, through the feminine memory field. Shuko do 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 do. The pearl is the breath of stillness. Do, 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 do. The moment before form collapses, a shuku into the geometry of light that we see with our eyes as form. The great magic of the mother. Born again as memory in her daughters. And now that the stillness has settled, now we call the light outwards to join the collective field of memory. Feel the pearl ray begin to clarify back into the diamond and refract back into this light spiraling outward from your womb, forming a torus, a toroidal field of crystalline white diamond breath around your own body. Like a bubble of light. The geometry of coherence to restore creation's origin point. You become the mirror map. Shiki, you become the diamond sun. And see this field glistening. Shuku olo oi aya. Easha. And let this ray continue to spiral in your field, Asha, in stillness and softness. Reki and nana lo oi ai, as you glisten. Ru and sparkle, arataka. Tiki as the original memory, Asha, the origin point field. Re da da da, restoring. Roku, reclaiming. Shuku, restoration. Ashaka, remembering. Edaka, weaving. Asha. Dehalo oi aya. Ishadadako, and we become the Eucharistic chalice. Shakala ano. How we are not receiving the Last Supper, but the first sustenance remembered in the chalice. Asha, the Holy Grail cup of the womb of time. I know oi I am the body and blood of Christ Sophia. Ashahala no koya haya. Alaka, shoholo oi the embodied breath, a shiki of Holy Spirit, as the Christ Sophia current, a shea reflective vessel, tishi of radiant love, eholoko, and so it is. Shiodo oi aya nanastoroko ya aya, re aya, she, topo, Ohorok Oea, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Zebah, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Zebah, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Zebah, Behash. Behana. Holy, 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 the Lord of hosts, Sasha. And slowly breathing back into this moment in time, returning into your body of awareness. Re-entering into this present moment as a living, breathing vessel of form, imbued with the memory of creation. You are the homing beacon. You need not speak a word, you radiate. in remembrance. You are the field, reborn as the womb of time. Allow all to recalibrate around you as you hold the field steady as you walk through your days. You are the field bearer. And as you feel ready, if you want to come and rejoin in the presence of our sisters circle, or if you feel you want to remain in silence, please do so. And you can exit the field in silence. Whatever you need and desire. A profound journey. Joy, tears, remembrance. A phenomenal passage in our journey to arrive here. Breathing the new upward spiral. Here we go. We aren't finished. We're just beginning, remember? We're stepping into the new field. Now we become the field. And where in forgetfulness we used to try to realign the incoherence around us, we tried to hold others' fracture as well as our own. Now we hold coherence. We no longer mirror others' distortion. We remind with our gentle presence without needing to say a word. You are the correction in the field, and now the field is surrounding you as the correction. And so what we're going to see unfold is those who haven't quite made that leap yet are going to feel a lot of discomfort because it's the field pulling them back into alignment. It's a very natural thing. It has nothing to do with good or bad. It is just the geometry of the field now. Only what is in coherence will walk in coherence and feel at peace. And what is not will need to catch up. So those things that were hidden in us and in others can't be hidden anymore. So as we step into this field, everything is coming to light. All distortions will be revealed. And as you hold the rose light, you are invited, if you're able, as you also sort through your own remaining field of distortion with love and gentleness, to hold a field of remembrance for others. It's a huge turning point. But we aren't done yet. We're still going to have to watch all of that unfold. Try to do it standing back. We're not here to save anyone. We can't if we wanted to. Each soul has the ability to unravel themselves. It's not our job. If you want to assign yourself any mission now, it's to hold the field steady and stable, and to breathe your own spiral breath as memory. That is service beyond what you can imagine. So thank you for joining. If you feel called to be in stillness today, and simply to hold this space that we created together. Because right now, your coherent presence is a millionfold amplified in the alignments of this beautiful harmonic convergence. Blessings.